sports fans. It's Monday, December 23rd, 2024, and you're watching the LFM Sports Show. I'm your host, Carmen, and joining me today are my co-hosts who are more full of hot air than a deflated football, Coach Ryan and DeMichael.
Hey, Carmen, if I were any more full of hot air, I'd be a balloon at a kid's birthday party.
And I'd be the kid who pops that balloon. But seriously, we've got some great games to cover today. Let's dive into the highlights before I float away.
All right, folks, let's kick things off with the weekend's results. Coach Ryan, what was the most surprising outcome for you?
The fact that my fantasy team scored more points than my dog's Instagram account. But in all seriousness, the game between Washington and Philly was something else. Talk about a nail-biter.
Nail-biter? My friend, that was more like a nail salon with how many people were biting their nails.
Thrilling NFL action, where Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders pulled off an incredible comeback against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Absolutely, Carmen. It was a roller coaster of a game. The Commanders managed to overcome 5 turnovers and still clinched a nail-biting 36-33 victory. What a testament to their resilience.
And let's not forget about Jalen Hurts' unfortunate exit with a concussion. It completely altered the Eagles' game plan. Coach, how do you think Hurts' injury impacted the Eagles' offensive strategy?
Well, DeMichael, Hurts is not just a quarterback. He's a dual threat player. Without him, the Eagles lost their key red zone threat. Kenny Pickett stepped in, but couldn't replicate that dynamic. The Commanders took advantage of this shift.
Exactly. And despite the Commanders' blunders, Jaden Daniels emerged as a standout. He threw for 258 yards and 5 touchdowns.
It's impressive, Carmen. His performance showcased his ability to bounce back under pressure. That second and goal touchdown pass to Jamison Crowder with just 6 seconds left, pure composure.
And let's talk about the 2-point conversion. That connection with Jeremy McNichols showed he's growing in confidence. But the turnovers, 2 interceptions and 3 fumbles, could have been costly.
You're right, Coach. But the Commanders' defense also played a critical role. They capitalized on the Eagles' mistakes, especially with that interception that led to Crowder's touchdown.
And the Eagles missed opportunities like Jake Elliott's missed field goals and Smith dropping that pass to clinch the win. It's hard to win when you can't convert those crucial chances.
Now let's talk about Jalen Hurts. He scrambled for 22 yards and then, bam, concussion.
That's what happens when you try to slide in on a play. More like sliding right into a wall.
Despite Hurts going down, the Eagles managed to hold on for a bit thanks to Saquon Barkley. That guy was like a tank on the field.
And then we had Kenny Pickett come in, like bringing a spoon to a knife fight.
But hey, at least he could complete a 4-yard pass.
But the turning point was when the Commanders capitalized on those turnovers. Jaden Daniels must have had a magic playbook or something.
Or he was just praying really hard, like, please let this throw not end up in the wrong hands again.
In the end, the Commanders came out on top, improving their playoff chances. Jaden Daniels is definitely going to be one to watch.
This win puts the Commanders at 10-5, giving them a strong chance at the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Eagles now have some pressure as they sit at 12-3, trailing the Lions for the top seed in the NFC.
Next week is critical for both teams. The Eagles face the Cowboys while the Commanders take on the Falcons. What's your prediction, guys?
The Eagles need to regroup quickly, but I think the Cowboys might expose some vulnerabilities.
I agree. Meanwhile, I see the Commanders riding this momentum into their game against the Falcons. Jaden Daniels is building something special.
So keep your head on the swivel, and remember, keep your game face on.
It's going to be an exciting week ahead in the NFL. Up next.